Welcome to this practice for peace. You know, when we find inner peace, it radiates outwards into our families, our communities, the world around us. So, this practice will help you cultivate that sense of inner peace, both for yourself to find calm and to share that peace with the people in your life. So, we're going to do that by holding our poses, the asanas of the practice, a little bit longer. And although we won't do lots of different poses, we will explore some variations of the pose so that you can feel the nuance of each shape. And we're going to end the practice by coming to total body stillness, stillness in the body, stillness in the mind, and have a short meditation. I hope you enjoy the practice. Let's start by coming down to a seated position. If you have a cushion or a rolled up blanket, towel, feel free to bring that. Grab that now. Make yourself comfortable. Okay, so we're going to start on the floor today. If you have a bolster or cushion, rolled up blanket, or any of the props, just move those off your mat or the space that you have to practice in so they're out of the way. Give yourself plenty of room. Then we're going to come to a comfortable seat, kind of like the one that you might have used at school. So bend your left knee in and have the shin in front of you. And then bend the right knee, bring the shin in front, and then tuck the right foot underneath your left knee. So you can feel that both feet are underneath the opposite knees. You're in a cross-leg position. This is called easy pose, Sukhasana. It's not necessarily easy for everybody, but let's feel into this shape. So we've got the legs crossed. Take an inhale, lift up through the chest, reach the crown of the head up to the sky as you feel length all the way through your spine. And rest your hands on your knees or your thighs or in your lap, somewhere that feels comfortable for you. I'm just going to start our practice by slowing the mind with the breath. So as you inhale, breathe in through both nostrils and send the breath deep into your belly. Feel the belly inflating like a balloon. And as you exhale, draw your navel back towards your spine. Feel the breath moving out through both nostrils. So keep the lips closed. Take an inhale, breathe in through both nostrils. Send the breath down into your belly. And as you exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine. Again, inhale deep into the belly. Exhale, draw your navel back. Okay, stick with this deep abdominal breath for the next few minutes as we add some more qualities to the breath to help slow the mind, find stillness and inner peace. So first of all, bring your attention to creating an even breath. So as you inhale, pay attention, maybe do a silent count. Notice the length of the inhale. And then as you exhale, make sure that your exhalation matches exactly. So the inhale and the exhale are both perfectly matched in length. And if you're counting, release the count and use your intuition. Hone your intuitive sense, your self-trust. And once you find that evenness, bring your attention to creating a smooth breath. So if you feel any stickiness in the chest, the belly, through your nostrils, try to breathe through that without too much force, and then release any forcing. And bring awareness to creating a continuous breath. So your inhale flows directly into the exhale. There's no pausing, no gap. And your exhale flows fluidly into the inhale. So your breath becomes like one unbroken circle. Totally smooth. It's totally even. And now bring your awareness to creating a quiet breath. So if you have someone sat next to you, they wouldn't be able to hear your breathing. When you make your breath quiet, it brings your mind to rest. It makes your mind more quiet, dissolves distractions, distracting thoughts. And use your exhale to release tension that you might be holding onto in your body, gripping in your legs, your hands, shoulders. Let it all go as you come to total stillness. Take one more deep breath. And then release any effort in your breathing. Notice that your breath is still full. And now bring your hands in front of you, in front of the shins down to the ground. And come onto your fingertips. So your fingers are facing forwards, but you're lifting up to find length through your spine. So we're going to move now into a forward folded version of Sukhasana, easy pose. So we're going to fold over the legs. So take an inhale to lift up the spine, keeping the fingertips on the ground. And as you exhale, slide your hands forwards and hinge from your hips to fold over your legs. So reach the hands out in front of you, stretch them along the floor. Take an inhale, lift up the spine, keeping it straight, and slide your hands back towards your shins. Let's go again. Exhale, hinge from your hips, slide your hands forwards along the ground, fold over your legs and reach your tailbone down to the earth to find as much length through the back as you can. Then inhale, lift back up, keeping the spine long, slide the hands in towards the shins. Okay, pause for a moment. That's where we're headed. We're going to continue this movement, but this time with a breath count to slow the mind. So as you exhale, you're going to fold forwards initially for 4 counts. Each round we'll inhale back up to the seated position for 4, and then we'll increase the exhalation every round up to a total of 8. I'll count you through. So bring your hands to the ground, come onto the fingertips. Take an inhale to lift up and lengthen through the spine. Reach the crown of your head up to the sky. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, slide the hands along for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift up for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8 this time. Count yourself through internally. And inhale up for 4. Now exhale your breath, fold forwards once again, sliding the hands out long. And then come to stillness. So if you're able to, reach your forehead towards the floor. Keep reaching your tailbone back towards the earth to find a long spine, length all the way in your back as you tuck your chin to create more space in your neck. Keep breathing and breathe into your belly. Reconnect with your deep abdominal breath. Keeping the breath quiet. And relax your shoulders as you come to stillness. Take one more breath. And on your next inhale, slide the hands back towards your shins, lift up through the spine, being straight. Come to seated. As you exhale, release your hands. Pause. And take a moment to observe everything slowing down. Your body, your heart rate, your mind. As you slow down the breath. Okay, slowly make your way up to a standing position and come towards the top of your mat. From here, step your feet hip distance apart. We're going to come to a forward fold now. Bring the hands to the back of your thighs, the top of your thighs just underneath your bum. And take an inhale to lift up and lengthen through the spine. Draw the shoulders back. As you exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold forwards and slide the hands down the backs of the legs towards your heels. Add a gentle bend into the knees if you feel any tightness. Then inhale, lift back up with a straight spine, sliding the hands up the backs of the legs towards the tops of the thighs. Let's go again. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Slide the hands down the backs of the legs towards the heels. Bend the knees if you feel tightness in your hamstrings or lower back. Inhale, lift back up. Rise to standing. Okay, pause once you reach the top. We're going to add a breath count once more as we carry on this same movement. So we'll exhale to hinge at the hips for 8 counts, then lift back up for 4 counts, every single round. Okay, bring the hands behind the thighs. Exhale all of your breath. You draw the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up through your spine, reach the crown of your head up to the sky, and then exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. Take yourself through 2 more rounds. Exhaling for 8 counts as you fold forwards. And then inhaling back up for 4. And as you reach the end of your second exhale for 8, stay folded forwards, adding more bend into the knees if you feel any tightness in your back or in your hamstrings. So the priority here is to have a straight spine rather than straight legs. So bend your knees generously. Bring your hands in front of your feet, either palms all the way flat on the ground or come onto the fingertips. Or alternatively, if you can't reach, bring your hands to your shins as you reach the crown of your head forwards, and notice how this lengthens your spine and allows you to lift your hips, your tailbone higher up to the sky. Keep breathing into your belly. Feel yourself grounded through all 4 corners of both feet. And with every exhale, feel gravity taking over. Take one more deep breath into your belly. Bring your hands behind your legs to your heels. And then take an inhale, slide your hands back up your legs, keeping the spine straight, rise back up to standing. As you exhale, release your hands and pause for a moment. If you feel dizzy, keep looking down to the ground. And then lift up your head and open your eyes when the dizziness passes. Okay, we're going to move into chair pose now. So keep your feet hip distance apart and exhale all of your breath. Inhale, sweep both hands up to the sky. Lock your biceps by your ears. And as you exhale, bend your knees and lower your hips to come into a chair position. So imagine that you have a chair behind you and you're sitting on the edge of it. As you inhale, lift up through your chest, the sternum, and as you exhale, tuck your tailbone to find even more length all the way through your spine. Tuck your chin as you keep breathing. Remember to breathe. And if you can, check your alignment. So check that your knees are behind your toes. And if not, sink your hips a little bit deeper into the chair. Keep breathing. If this is too strong, bring your hands to prayer position in front of your chest. Or if you feel pain, bring your hands to your hips. Stay focused. Keep breathing. Take one more breath. Inhale, push up to standing. Exhale, release your hands. Well done. Use this moment, this pause between the poses, the asana, to check in with yourself. Notice your mind, is it chattering, particularly in the face of a challenge? And can you bring it to stillness? Can you find calm and peace? Okay, we're going to fold forwards once again, but this time with a little variation. So bring your second and third finger, the index and the middle finger up, and fold every other finger and your thumbs inwards. Okay? Bring your second and third finger of both hands to your hips. Step your feet hip distance apart and exhale all of your breath. Take an inhale, lift up, lengthen through your spine once more. And as you exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forwards, bring your hands to the ground, and then wrap your second and third finger of both hands around your big toes. So hook hold of your toes, then inhale to lift up and lengthen your spine, coming to a flat back position. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows backwards, reach the crown of your head down to the ground, and add a gentle bend into the knees if you feel any tightness. So release any expectations of flexibility. And feel yourself folding over your legs, reaching the tailbone up to the sky. And as you reach the tailbone up and the head down, feel length all the way through your back. Come to stillness and find peace in this asana. Take one more breath. Inhale, halfway lift, keep your hands around your toes. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, release the fingers. Inhale, lift back up to standing. Exhale, release. Feel grounded. Notice the calmness. Okay, so now this 2-finger hook, we're going to carry that into a little balance. Step your feet together. The inner edges of your feet are touching, so you're creating one long line all the way through your body as you reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Push through your left leg. We're going to balance on this leg first. And then as you inhale, lift the crown of your head up to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep your hands around, bend the knees and bring your hands in front of your leg. As you lift up your right foot, pushing through the left foot, feeling grounded, find this long line through your body as you flex your right foot. So lift up and lengthen through the spine, find one long line. Bring your left hand to your hip as you keep your right hand around your knee. Then find your second and third finger once again, lift them up, fold every other finger and thumb in, and then slide the second and third finger down the right leg and hook hold of your big right toe. As you inhale, lift up to lengthen the spine, feel the leg bending, and then as you exhale, stretch the right leg forwards as far as you can. Now don't worry if you have a bend in your knee still, it doesn't need to go all the way straight. The priority here is to find stability. So find a place that feels comfortable, still pushing you, still challenging you. Send your gaze to one spot. Find focus and balance. And keep reaching the right leg forwards. With every exhale, feel a release. On your next inhale, bend your right knee, bring it back in towards your body. Exhale, release your hand, release your right foot to the floor. Take a moment, pause, and feel total stability as you reconnect back to the earth. Let's take it to the other side. So once again, bring both feet to meet, inner edges of your feet touching. Push through the right leg as you inhale to lift up and lengthen your spine. Feel that long line all the way through your core, like you have a string pulling you up. As you exhale, gently bend the knees, sweep the arms down in front of your knees, and then lift your left leg, catch your right knee with your hands. Realign, inhale, lift up and lengthen. Find your balance through the right leg. Then bring your right hand to your hip. Lift up. And then on your next exhale, slide the left hand down the leg and bring the second and third finger to hook around the big toe once again. Inhale, lift up, lengthen, keeping the left leg bent. Exhale, stretch the left leg out in front of you while you hold on to the left big toe. Again, don't worry if you can't bring the leg straight, fully out straight. Focus on rooting through your right foot, finding more leg through your right leg. Keeping a gentle micro bend to protect your knee. Inhale, lift up, lengthen once more, keeping the spine long. And exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch for your left leg. Kicking the left leg forwards, the heel forwards, finding a spot to focus your gaze and find balance. Don't worry if you fall. Take an inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, release your left leg to the floor. Release your left hand and pause. Notice that even when your mind is challenged, you're still able to keep this sense of peace. And calmness and clarity over what you're doing and why. Okay, let's make our way down to the earth once more. So bend your knees, slowly come all the way down to a tabletop position where your hands are underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Then widen your knees. If you're on a mat, step your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. And as you exhale, sink your hips back towards your heels. Slide the hands out in front of you and bring the forehead to the ground. Breathe into your belly as you come to rest in child's pose. Feel the belly inflating between your thighs. And as you exhale, draw the navel back towards your spine. Feel length all the way through your back. Take one more breath. Then inhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up to all fours once again. And this time make your way all the way down to your belly. So coming to lay on the floor with your forehead facing towards the earth. Okay, We're going to come into a gentle back bend now. So bend your elbows so that the forearms come flat along the floor, fingertips facing forwards, and draw your elbows backwards so that they're directly underneath your shoulders. So you're coming into a strong foundation with the arms along the earth. Inhale, lift up through the chest, keeping the spine long by tucking your chin and drawing your shoulders backwards. So we're coming into Sphinx pose. It's a gentle back bend, a heart opener. So as you continue to inhale, breathe into the chest space rather than the belly now. And with every inhale, feel your shoulders just drawing backwards slightly more to give you lift through the sternum. Push your pubic bone into the ground to feel more activation through the lower back. And find stillness, find peace in this very stable pose. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, slide the hands out long, come back down to the floor, bring your forehead to the ground, and then slide your arms around, back to your sides. As you turn your head to one side, feel a release through your back. Release your legs. And then turn your head to the other side. Feel a release through the other side of your body. Okay, bend your elbows, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and push back up to all fours, and then make your way to a seated position. So coming up to face forwards, and we're going to return back to Sukhasana, our easy pose that we started the practice with, but this time we're going to add a little twist. So we'll take it to both sides. So first of all, bend in your left knee. I will mirror you. So bend the left knee in, bring the shin parallel in front of you, and then bend the right knee and bring the right foot underneath the left knee. So inhale, lift up through the spine, lengthen your back, and then bring your right hand to the ground behind you, coming onto the fingertips to find length through the spine once more. Exhale all of your breath. Inhale, sweep the left hand up to the sky. Exhale, twist to your right and bring the back of your left hand underneath your right thigh. Slide your belly through as you inhale to lift up and lengthen, keeping the chin tucked. Exhale, twist deeper to the right. Send your gaze backwards, but take care not to over twist your neck. As you breathe into your belly, reconnect with that deep abdominal breath, the smooth and quiet breath. And if you feel the invitation to close your eyes, to focus more deeply inwards into stillness, do that. So we're holding this pose a little bit longer to give us more opportunity to connect with this feeling of stillness and stability. It helps to cultivate inner peace. Take one more breath. Look forwards. Inhale, untwist your upper body. Exhale, Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. Just take a moment to connect inwards. And now let's take it to the other side. So let's unravel the legs and swap them over, bending the right knee in first, and then bending the left knee so that the left shin comes parallel to the right leg and the left toe comes under the right knee. Inhale, sit up, lengthen, and bring the left hand to the ground behind your hips, coming onto the fingertips. As you find length once again through the spine, exhale all of your breath. Inhale, sweep your right hand up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left and hook your right hand, the back of your right hand, underneath your left thigh. Slide your belly through. And then inhale to lift up, lengthen your spine once more. Check both of your hips are connected as you exhale and twist to your left even more deeply. Sending your gaze backwards, but taking care not to over twist your neck. So you should never feel pain in yoga. If you feel pain, listen to that as a signal and ease out of the pose slightly until you feel that discomfort fade. A little bit of challenge and discomfort is okay, but never pain. Use your exhale to release any tension, gripping in your thoughts. Take one more breath. Look to the front. Inhale, untwist your upper body. Exhale, release your hands to your knees, your thighs. Take a moment and enjoy the balance that this pose gifts you. Step your legs out in front of you. We're going to come into a seated forward fold now, building on the standing forward folds that we've been working through. So in this pose, keep the back straight. Having a long spine is always more important. Protecting the back and allowing energy to flow freely through your body. So forget about having straight legs. We're going to generously bend the knees so that we can keep the spine straight through this movement. So flex your feet. Point your toes in towards you and then sit up straight as you exhale all of your breath. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Lock your biceps by your ears. Keep the biceps there to keep your spine long. As you exhale, hinge from your hips and fold forwards over your legs, reaching the hands forwards, keeping the spine straight. Then inhale, leading with your thumbs, lift back up to a seated position. Keep the arms long. As you exhale, once again, hinge at the hips, fold forwards, keeping everything straight. Inhale, lift back up, lead with your thumbs, rise back up to seated. Exhale, release your hands. Okay, so we're going to carry on that same movement, folding over the legs, keeping the spine straight. But this time we'll add a breath count. So as you exhale, we're going to breathe for 6. Then we're going to stay folded forwards, holding out the breath for 2 counts, and then inhale to lift back up for 4 counts. Okay, so exhale all of your breath. Let's get on the same page. Inhale, sweep the hands up, lock the biceps by your ears. Exhale, hinge at the hips for 6 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay here, hold out the breath for 2. Inhale, lead with the thumbs for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay here. Hold out the breath for 2. Inhale for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay here. Hold out the breath for 2. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6. Take yourself through 2 more rounds. Exhaling for 6, holding out the breath for 2, and then inhaling for 4. And notice your spine feeling longer and that you're able to go deeper with every round. And inhale, back up for 4. And then exhale once again without a breath count, folding forwards, and hold on to your feet. Keep a hold of your feet, your toes, as you lift up and inhale, lengthening the spine once more. And then as you exhale, fold forwards more deeply, taking care not to round your upper back. As soon as you feel any rounding in your back, stop or lift up and ease out to find length all the way through the spine once more. Tuck your chin, relax your shoulders, and then breathe into your belly. So feel the belly rising as you inhale, and as you exhale, draw the navel back to your spine. And stick with this belly breath. Use your breath as an anchor to focus your mind, to bring everything to stillness. And as you exhale, release tension. So release any holding on in your arms, your shoulders, your legs, your hands around your feet. Feel everything melting out with your exhale. Take one more breath. Listen carefully. Reach your hands forwards. Turn your thumbs up to the sky. And as you inhale, lift up through the thumbs, leading with the thumbs, rise back up to seated. Exhale, release the hands, release your legs. Take a moment to pause and acknowledge, embody this sense of inner peace and inner stability. Okay, slowly make your way to lie on your back. We're going to come into Savasana now. So if you'd like to use a cushion under your head or a blanket, maybe a bolster rolled up under your knees, I'll demonstrate. And do what you need to make yourself comfortable. We're going to lie down on the back wherever we are. Allow the heels, the feet to touch the floor, and legs roll out wide. Feet roll out wide. Bring your hands down to your side, face your palms up to the sky, and gently roll your shoulders, tuck your chin, and then use your exhale to release everything. Allow yourself to melt into the floor, feeling the support of the earth underneath you, total stability. Okay, let's bring attention back to the deep abdominal breathing. So as you breathe in, send your breath to your belly. Feel the belly rise, inflating like a balloon. As you exhale, draw your belly button down towards the earth. Expelling all of the breath. Inhale, breathe into the belly. Exhale, draw your navel back down towards your spine. Okay, stick with this deep belly breathing for the next couple of minutes. And as you breathe deeply, use your exhale to release even more tension, any gripping in your body, bringing physical relaxation to your body, your muscles. With every exhale, feel your body softening and beginning to open up. Now, as you continue your deep belly breathing, use your exhale to relax your mind. Breathe out tension in your mind. Use your exhale to soften and open up your mind. Now release your deep belly breathing. Release any effort in your breath. And come to rest in effortless awareness for the next few moments. Total stillness and peace. Start to remember your breath and bringing awareness back into your physical body as you start to move your fingers and your toes, moving up into your wrists and ankles. And if it feels good for you, lift your arms up and over your head. Come into a full body stretch. Stretching the legs, the arms out long. And then bend your knees and roll over to one side. Staying calm and preparing your mind for your breathing practice or pranayama and meditation. Complete stillness. Okay, slowly make your way up to a seated position. Find a cushion or a rolled up blanket, something you can sit on. If you don't have anything, that's absolutely fine as well. Just find a comfortable seat, maybe on your knees or in a cross-legged position, some Savasana that we've been practicing. The reason we sit like this with the cushion is to lift the hips, which makes it easier to sit with a straight spine and more comfortable for a longer time. So just something to be aware of to help you find that peaceful resting state. So take a moment, coming into your seat, lift your sternum, find length through your spine as you reach the crown of your head upwards. And then relax your hands onto your knees or your thighs. Relax your shoulders down and take deep belly breaths in this place as I explain how our breathing practice, the pranayama, is going to work. So we're going to use a ratio of inhaling for 6 counts, exhaling for 6 counts to start off with. And after a few rounds of this, we're going to change the ratio. So we'll inhale for 6, exhale for 6, and then add a short hold, holding out the breath for 4 counts. So we'll have a ratio of 6, 6, 4. Okay. So take one more deep breath into the belly and exhale all of your breath. This time inhale for 6 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. New ratio now. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out the breath for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out the breath for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 6. Count yourself internally now, keeping the ratio of inhaling for 6, exhaling for 6, and holding out the breath for 4. With each round, observing your mind coming to even more steadiness, even more stillness, and noticing your thoughts, distractions dissolving, melting away. Take one more round of this ratio. Inhaling 6, exhaling 6, holding out for 4. And after your final count of the holding out of the breath, release the ratio. Move with your own pace, no rush. Return back to regular breathing, even breathing, but keeping the breath light. As you keep your eyes closed, bring your body to complete physical stillness. So nothing is moving. No fingers, no toes, no eyelids. Everything is completely still. And for the next 3 minutes, you're going to stay in this complete stillness. The only thing moving is your belly breath. So the belly rises and falls with every breath. And everything else remains calm and still. So for the next 3 minutes, keep scanning your body. Feel into any areas where you have a desire to move or fidget or scratch, and use strong willpower to resist that. And by the end of the 3 minutes, if you're successful in this complete stillness, you'll notice your mind begins to stop resisting and melts into total stillness too. Let go of your breath. Dissolve all effort and notice that your mind moves freely into a meditative state. Keeping your eyes closed, rest your eyes backwards and sense upwards into the space at the center of your forehead. And feel into this space. Noticing vibrations, tingling sensations, maybe pulses of light, color, maybe even sound. Experience these vibrations, pulses, unfolding of their own intelligence. And feel each pulsation as a silent message to your mind of peace and calm and harmony. In each pulsation, see your perfectly clear, perfectly peaceful mind reflected. Start to remember your breath. Deepen your breath. Relax your body. And bring your hands together in front of your chest, Anjali Mudra. And bow your head. Send yourself some peace and allow it to radiate out into the world. Namaste.